riders in the pen here. Definitely a party up in here.
Yeah.
Morning, Eric. What are you doing up at this time? It's even earlier for you.
I know.
Couldn't resist
My wife.
a structured workout.
I debated it, and then my wife had some stuff starting at 8 a.m., so I'm like, I better just ride early.
Oh.
Here we go, about 22 seconds. Hope everybody's up and running. We're running this out to all our channels today. Thanks to all our partners for letting this happen. We've got 77 riders in the pen. Doing a great workout today. SST variations. Just a couple more seconds here. We will roll out. Here we roll. Nice and easy here. Make sure you're hitting those targets. 165. And Night Train says go. Night Train says go.
Thought Night Train was signed up. Thought he'd be here.
I know, huh? All right. Spin this up nice and easy. Looking good, looking good. Here we go. Let's jump in. All right.
So did you get your erg mode running?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's just a little bit smoother than I anticipated. Yeah, so I'm pretty excited about that. Yeah.
You running it now?
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, everybody. So we are in the warm-up here. Welcome to the Endurance Lab. SST variations. Just got over 70 riders in the pen, in the group ride module. I want to thank the guys at Zwift for making this happen. Really excited to get a taste of the lab out there for everybody. So it's going to be a great workout today. So what we'll be working on is a nice effort here just below threshold, which will allow us all to get some really good work in on a Saturday morning. We are here on Discord, discord.teamodz.com if you want to jump in on the audio cues and fun. I'll be here slinging it out, so definitely join us in there. Keep this nice and easy here. Get the stream, make sure everything's running. No! Something's not working! Of course!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Restart.
Dang technology.
Too many buttons! Too many buttons! Alright, we're gonna try to do it. Let's see. Alright, we'll bring this right back. What's going on? There it is. All right. We are live, folks. All right. Thanks for joining in. All right, making sure you get this spin nice and high. Keep that cadence up. Good morning there. Reese, did you make it? Did you make it?
Yes.
All right.
With like 8 seconds to spare.
I like it. I like it.
Nice.
true in the Denning style. Exactly, the
Oh,
Denning
yeah.
exactly.
You gotta slide in, still doing your shoes up.
Yep, pretty much.
In bed.
Yeah.
All right, feeling cold. All right. So just sending a couple messages out to the group here. Got a really tight group. Everyone looking like they're doing what they need, keeping those targets right where they need to be, making sure you've got nice high cadence here. So this workout, this warm-up is actually called the LSCT warm-up. Bunch of acronyms, but the key information about it is that it's made to get you warmed up without having to do huge amounts of over threshold work. So it'll bring you up right to that point where you've got a sweat going, you're ready to go, and the workout is queued up and happening. So yeah, thanks for joining in. I know it's early for a lot of riders. Just got about 10 seconds to go to the next block. If you're in the small ring, jump out of that. If you're not, keep the cadence up, add a little bit of tension. We're gonna increase the power for those guys on classic trainers. For those on ERG, gonna crank up just a tad here. So just add a little bit there. Keep the cadence high. Let's get this ready. So a little bit about today's workout. Again, it's SST variations. You probably heard about this. Essentially, it's sweet spot. This is an area of power that we can use right below threshold that will allow riders to get a good amount of volume in and still have the recoverability or the ability to ride the next day and have the fatigue level not be so high. So really well thought out. You may have heard about this before. Classic 2x20, 3x15, definitely drag on. So we've thrown in some variations. The coaches have put their minds together. This specifically was put together by one of our coaches, Thea Friested. Really great coach. You're gonna see some interesting variations on SST, working the whole range versus pegged right at the top of the zone. She's gonna take us through a couple and have us recover at the bottom of SST, have intervals at SST, and kind of vary us through the ranges here. So definitely gonna be a good ride today. Make sure you're warmed up, make sure you're feeling good, make sure you're ready for some work here. Make sure to get in the comments here. I feel like I'm not getting the comments. There it is. Good morning, Ian. All right. All right. Oh. And my Garmin turns on. Yep, if you're cold, turn off the fan for a bit. This is a good time for that right now. Get that body warm. Get that little bit of sweat going. Get ready for this workout. Oh no! Power lost. Not good. Not good. What's going on?
Oh no!
I got it.
Going backwards.
Hold on.
There you go, recovery.
Bring me back. There we go, there we go.
Oh, yeah.
What was that all about? All right. Oh, so much for sub-threshold. There's a question here in the warm-up about cadence. Why is it important during the warm-up? And I think it's just a reminder to let you know that you should be thanks, Jen, that you should be pedaling at your natural cadence. A lot of times at a warm-up, you might put yourself too low, too high, somewhere where you're not normally. And really getting that cadence up, just a bit above your natural cadence too, could have a lot of benefit. So keeping that in mind as we go through will be really useful as I catch my breath. All right, about to go in our final 3 minute step here, right at 96%, just below threshold. We'll be moving forward. We'll get a short 1 minute break at a lower power here, and then we'll get our party started. You have any questions about the endurance lab? There you go. Any questions about the endurance lab? Any questions about the workout? Any question about structured training? You can bring them here. I'll try to answer them in between intervals. Or head over to the endurance lab at endurancelab.fit, F-I-T.F-I-T, and get more information there. So we're right below threshold here, pretty close to where we're gonna be. This is the zone that we'll be working out most of the time today. If you've done any of the classic Odie's Wichters workout, this is pretty much home. You know this number. You hate this number. Up to 30 minutes at a time. So but it's what it takes, it's what gets you that endurance, that strength. Dig deep. When it gets tough, in the middle of a race, you go to this and know that you've done it for a long time. And that's really the mental part of the workout as well.
The tough part mentally is when you've had improvements and this used to be threshold.
That's right, that's right.
Wait a second here. All right, it's time. Bands on.
Bands on. I was like, what time is it? What time is it?
Oh no.
Band's not plugged in.
It's not working. Uh-oh.
Batteries.
Whittle.
Great.
really liking this cool pan and zoom option on View 9. It really moved things around nicely.
There we go.
Nice. Good morning, Pete. Yeah.
He's on edge.
They give lead workouts. They let anyone lead workouts. So if you're not able to get one, there must be something going on. Yeah, you gotta know someone, Pete. All right, here we go. Give yourself a rest. Keep that RPM up. We're about to get work started. 1 minute at a time. Haha. Good morning, Amy. Yeah, weird network issues. I still find myself changing gears during workouts. Probably not supposed to. I still do. Keeps asking about how the hammer is. I guess I just forget. Been on a classic trainer so long.
Did you get a new one, Jason?
I did. I'm really happy with it so far. Working out some bugs, but just thought it would be.
Did you?
Oh, go ahead.
Which one did you get?
Cyclops hammer.
Oh, the hammer.
Yeah. All right. Nice and steady. Is at a low end. It shouldn't be too high. Gotta let the pedals flow here.
Let the pedals flow.
You gotta do it. A lot of times you'll easily put too much power on these targets and overpower this interval. But this part of the zone is super important. Go ahead. Yeah.
It's interesting to see what everybody else is doing, and we're all keeping together with this elastic band effect here.
Yeah, it works quite well. And you got like, here we go, up a bit. This is the top of the zone, 335. Yeah, so Kev mentions really interesting fact that this whole group is staying together. I'll pan out and you can see the whole group here. So the group workout mode in Zwift allows riders to enter a module or a group ride where no matter what their wattage is, no matter what their FTP is, you'll be able to do the workout at your pace. It'll allow you to get the workout intended for you, written by your coaches, but be able to have that social interaction like we are now. Good comment, Pete. Instructions on the screen a little bit longer. So, real interesting. All right, drop down. So real interesting, this workout has actually been exported from Training Peaks into Zwift. So there's actually a connection between the two programs that if you have a coach that coaches you on Training Peaks and they put a workout in there for you and it was designed in Training Peaks, on the day that you're supposed to do it, it'll actually port over into your workouts on Zwift. So we're testing its, I guess, usability as we do today's workout. A lot of times, us coaches actually create it twice. Once for Training Peaks before, for our athletes, and then once for Zwift again. Ends up taking up a good amount of time, allows a good amount of customization. But when you're training anywhere from 40 to 80 riders at a time, like the Endurance Lab does, it can be a bit difficult to create those workouts for those riders and training peaks. Steve Boone, thanks for jumping on.
This is a perfect example of where to look at everyone's watts per kilos and sneak a peek at what their FTP is.
This is true. This is true. C. Boone jumps on the live stream saying, nice ride. Thanks, C. Boone. Pete says, 265. Pete says, next year, ODZ versus Swift Fitness race. Shots fired. I'll let the guys know. To come up with
Next
something.
year? Like January 1st or what? We're ready.
Bring it.
ODC said they're ready, Pete. I think Swift Fitness, if you haven't had a chance to check it out, definitely a great group. Right now they're working on just finishing up a block of time trial challenge over there. So if you're looking for a great challenge, a great community, definitely a great place to look. All right, we're just about finishing up this 1 minute block. We're gonna get a rest right through here, right through that arch up ahead. We're just about there. Yeah, is no one having trouble with ERG? Eric, you're good? Everything's holding?
All good. This
I think it makes it personally, but I love that ERG. So.
Yeah, it kind of depends on the workout sometimes, but I like it too.
I did get a comment from HQ about sprint workouts, anything less than 15 seconds. Not trying to get ERG to ramp up more than 200% just because of the time that it takes.
Well, I think every trainer's a little bit different as far as how fast it ramps up and down, etc.
Well, when I was doing Mother 1 the other day, I was doing 45 seconds at 450. Within 1 second, I was there. There was no mucking about.
Well, some are really quick. Kicker's usually pretty fast to respond.
Yeah, 1 second's no shabby.
I find that it comes off the interval slower.
Yeah. I lose my stars when it's at a lower, you're taking it easy.
Yeah, definitely on this low end, really important. Make sure you're bringing that wattage down, making sure that you're getting this recovery, especially when the intervals get more difficult. For example, later on in the season, when we're doing VO2 max, that sort of thing, super important. So Ian Murray says, Pete, it's not really that fair if ODZ goes against Swift Fitness. It's like an MMA champion battling out with great grandpas.
Ouch! Yeah!
Pete throws
claims they have a secret weapon. Yeah.
Let's just check. Wags is definitely signed up for this, yeah?
Yeah, he'll be. Don't worry. We've got Dr. Notes galore to race whenever we need to race. All right. So take this 5 minutes to collect yourself, everybody. Really trying to gather, hydrate. First block might not have felt too difficult. What's really important in that block was that you hit the low wattages. Very easy to get lost and push the wattage to the very top of each of the zones. Be able to work the whole range and recover in the same zone is really important. And that's what that first 5 minutes will work on. The green blocks, meaning, for example, where you would normally recover in a group, hopefully behind a wheel, drafting. And then the 1 minute on being where you'd have to push the pace to go up a hill and that sort of thing, and have that repeatability to do that. So, really great. Right. A little bit more on the endurance lab. We just have a minute here left. The next endurance lab actually, oh, sorry. The next endurance lab actually starts December 11th. That's coming up. There's still time to sign up now. We've got the whole weekend here. So if you have any interest, head over to endurancelab.fit. Check out that. And Kyle Haga in the live stream asked, how many structured training rides are there per week in the lab? There's going to be actually three structured workouts, including endurance rides, skills and drills like single leg pedaling, strength exercises, pedaling strength, endurance, strength exercises that would focus on muscular endurance, and then of course SST like we're doing here. Along with that, the rest of the week there'll be a focus on actual strength off the bike and cross training essentially. And these are workouts designed to strengthen your core, to strengthen all those little muscles that you use on the bike to stabilize yourself into your position. What it'll allow you to do, make sure that you've got the strength to make it through the whole season without any injury, and be able to have a nice long training season, be able to absorb that fitness versus getting injured through the season. Good morning, Dean. Gonna jump on that workout later today. That's awesome. All right. So we're right smack dab middle of the zone now.
Do you have your power meter paired as your horse?
I do. On my, yeah. I do, and I think
if you change that, it will be a lot faster. I noticed pretty, got some variation there for sure.
I definitely feel that.
Just adds more into that feedback loop where it's just slower to respond. I tried it a few times but couldn't handle it, so.
Yeah.
Switch it whenever I'm doing ERG, yep.
Oh, so they are close enough. Yeah, my wattages are pretty close from the hammer to my power meter. So yeah. All right, there's a comment here about feeling like they're falling off the back. It's just an illusion. So just keep pedaling. It'll keep you in the module.
Just
you,
keep
Eric,
spinning. No.
Looks like Dean is headed out for a 2-hour mountain bike ride in the snow, but he'll be back tomorrow. We'll see you then, Dean. All right, just about done with this 5 minutes here. So, as we get through the first part of this workout, riders may be feeling that this is pretty easy. We find that, especially in the first half of workouts, but also because a lot of riders who haven't really done a lot of structured training will find that they actually are probably doing one of two things. Not riding hard enough when we're supposed to ride hard, and not recovering enough when we're supposed to be recovering. So, super important to hit your zones, to get the intended fitness that your coach or the structured workout has put out for you. Over time, if you feel like this is hard, it will get easier. If it's easier, it will stay easy, and it may be time to up it. So on any given day, your FTP, or the zone or the number that we use to tag all of this, may go up or down, 5 to 10 watts either way. And that's why we instruct all riders in the lab to understand and use the FTP bias. Whew. The FTP bias number here on the side, and it allows you to adjust your workout a couple percent if you feel like that day is just, you're not feeling strong on that day. Totally normal, totally acceptable. And ERG is not letting go.
I'll ask you a question, Jay.
Sure, go ahead, I'm here.
Just wondering if there's an FTP test during this 6 weeks, because obviously if you're getting fitter and improving, it's obviously not set light, or do you recommend to do your own one anyway?
I would say for this first 12 weeks, if you have a good FTP coming in, I'd say focus on the work versus focus on those increases. So I would say use those mental matches, I guess could be called. I recently heard that, where you've got a certain number of mental matches that you can go through with the season, and definitely a 20-minute FTP test would be on the high end of that. So our coaches are not recommending FTP tests. If you've tested recently, it'll last you through the 6 weeks. If you do want to insert one, it'll be after the first 6 weeks of training. Don't forget, intensity is going to be pretty low. Volume will be medium to low for most riders, but the strength exercises will definitely be on the high end.
Okay, thanks.
Adam Boyko jumps on, says, "Why is half the team on this workout ride? Is everybody going to do coffee right after?" I go, "Heck yeah, we're jumping into coffee ride."
We'll be there.
There's a reason why this workout is 61 minutes and started at 4:05 a.m. We'll be done. We'll be done at 5:06 with 6.
We got 9 minutes to spare. Yeah.
Yeah.
How the peeps in?
I got plenty of time.
Guess I'm doing coffee ride.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Had to get all my work in early. I'm actually getting on a plane later today. Headed up to San Francisco for an early Christmas with the rest of my family, so I had to get all the work in early.
Nice. Nice. Yeah.
Better make the night train take you out for a ride.
I know. He did mention he's trying to save his cards though. He's got a trip coming up, he said, that he wants to go on, so he's trying to save.
Yeah, okay. I believe the phrase is matrimonially unpopular.
Yes, matrimonially. Yeah. Nice. Kyle asked, is there a recovery week? He's going on vacation on what would be week 6. Yeah, that's actually a good week. We have in the past shifted recovery weeks for riders, so we can do that too, Kyle. There's a lot of customization. A lot of times you'll pay for a structured training schedule and you're pretty much just given it, and that's it. But the thing about the endurance lab is we've got anywhere from 4 to 6 coaches available in the international time zones. Really, you've got access to people to ask questions just like that. And then if you need adjustments, we could recommend adjustments, as well as we've got veteran endurance lab riders, some of which we've been doing this, if people remember, all the way back when this program was called OD Zwifters. So they really understand kind of what we're looking at and what we're doing, and could definitely give good advice. But the way we bring that all together is we actually use a forum with Endurance Lab, and what it does is allow you to step away from kind of the social media noise that we found in the past, where the feed goes directly to where you want to get your information, where you want to get work done, where you want to look for inspiration, you want to look for, you know, reaching out to the people that are doing the same thing you are. And that's essentially what that place is. So definitely look out for that in the next Endurance Lab too. We've tested it, it's worked really well, riders really enjoy it. All right, Kyle Zaney says, signing up now. I like it. Here we go, 3:15.
You're a good salesman, Jason.
All right.
You say yours is 3:15, Jason?
3:15 right now.
Yeah, only if you're Jason.
You need to do a realistic FTP.
You know, when I got my FTP at the end of the season, November, and it's 3:33, and I was no way. There's no way. It's like the highest I've ever been. Then I go out, and if anybody knows Quan Nguyen from ODZ, he lives around here. We went on this epic ride, riding with a bunch of riders, and I was chasing him. The guy's tiny. He weighs like 130. Huge FTP.
143.
143. Yeah, that's right.
Well, he's fat right now, yeah.
Yeah. That's right, I did. You know, when we're at lunch, I try to order as much as I can and try to let him finish it, so that way, for all of us, he can slow down. But yeah, so chasing him up a climb, he's just wagging his bike at me. I'm like, come on! And I was actually able to match. And rarely do you see that. And of course, in very classic Quan fashion, the first 2 climbs were epic. And the last 6 were, and he couldn't hit escape to get out of the game. Nonetheless, it was a long day. Super fun. We are looking to host a possible California meetup for those interested next year. It'll be around this time, November. Hitting all the classic climbs here out where we live in Southern California. So, should be fun. Looking good, everybody. Halfway through. All right. I just sent a message out, but during these SST workouts, and even through your tempo and threshold workouts, you could really work on a couple other drills and aspects of your cycling. One of them being muscular endurance. Essentially tension on the pedals over time. So for example, let me drop this down. Dropping this down, let's say around 60, dangerously close to too low RPM here. You feel a very different stimulus on your body. And these are those muscles that need the endurance at the end of a ride and need to have that ability to still turn over as you get closer to the end of a ride. So low cadence work will do it for you. High tension, low power, this is just fine. Just the tension is what matters. I'm at about 60 RPM here. Probably a little bit. There you go. So you can split up intervals like this. You can go low cadence, you can go high cadence. Really work on those weaknesses, those things that you want to get stronger. If you're getting tired at the end of a race, feeling like muscles aren't holding up, building this endurance, essentially getting a 2-for-1 workout here, both muscular endurance and sub-threshold, be very, very useful. Just about 13 seconds here. We'll get a little bit let off here into our final block. There we go. All right, nice and easy now. There it is. The deading So speaking to recovery wattages, a lot of times you'll see riders kind of blow the wattage here, especially if you're not in ERG or if you're riding where it lets you go down that low. Really important to get this recovery in. You need a chance for the muscles to release some of that tension so that we can stack those intervals on top of each other and be able to get a cumulative effect over the whole workout. Otherwise, you could set a, I don't know, 1 times 60 at SST, which would be grinding, effective by grinding, but would be difficult to do day in and day out. So as a mental recovery, making blocks the way we do, broken up in 5 minutes with recovery, broken up by top in the middle of a zone, and make it so that riders are able to mentally do this, recover themselves, get back to work, and essentially, in the end of this, do what, 5, 10, 20 minutes of SST work into the body with a good amount of rest. And then as you come off the bike, what you'll find you'll be less fatigued than if you did, you know, a higher zone, let's say above threshold, and you'll need to recover less. And that's the goal. It's a balance. The higher effort, the more recovery you need. The lower effort, the less recovery, obviously. So comparing, for example, our rides on Sundays, the OD's entry rides, right around at 3.0 and 2.5. Recovery from those typically is less than an all-out, let's say, cat and mouse ride where you're chasing the categories ahead of you on a Tuesday or Saturday, or CBR or secret race where you're pretty much all out from the gate. You know, you're going to be above threshold until pretty much you puke or fall off. So recovery from those could be much more difficult. So that does bring up a good question though about racing during the off season. And I think you do need to take a look at your goals through the whole season and kind of what you're looking to gain. It's really difficult to be able to keep a high level of fitness and be at the top of your races all season. So there's got to be a time of the season where you back that off. You'll allow the body to physically rest and give yourself time, work on things, let's say your weaknesses or just other focuses. Make sure that you're strong throughout the whole year. So to answer the question, since now we have the opportunity to have this high level of racing year-round, and with all the race-like series starting online, riders, specifically lab riders, and the ones that we coach, we want you guys to be careful of not doing too many of these races, just because of the intensity being so high. So, and for all those other riders out there, you should definitely think, if you're racing 2-3 times a week, how is that any different than on the part of the season you're trying to gain that fitness to race outside? And if you're racing just as much, how is this building any different fitness than you're building in the rest of the year? And if the answer is they're the same, there's no way physically you'll be able to maintain that year after year. As a beginner, obviously, your fitness will grow very quickly. But having a periodized plan would definitely be much more advantageous for the long run. A lot of us do varying amounts of hours of workouts, anywhere from 6 to 8 into the double digits. So we don't typically need a full off season like we traditionally hear of like a month or more of actual off season. So this time of what we're calling pre-season or just base season allows you to build this base again at a lower intensity, a lower volume, and allows you to work on those skills. Here we go. 5 minutes left here. We're gonna start at that low end, 265. Try to peg that number for us. So what we'll try to do on this one, all right, so what we're gonna try to do is we'll go high cadence on the green blocks here. I'm gonna shoot for low cadence on the yellows here. Thanks, Eric Min, for the ride on there. Appreciate your support. All right, 6 seconds. All right, switch over to low cadence here. Get it low, get it low. Welcome all viewers there. Just got over 36 viewers here. Thanks for joining in. This is the Endurance Lab SST variations. This is a mix of all kinds of different intervals within the SST block, anywhere from 85% to 95% of SST. We've got the group here working on a low cadence block. We're increasing and decreasing cadence as we switch 1 minute blocks here. Really good way to work on muscular endurance. At the same time, building that sub-threshold interval. All right, back to 80%. Good job, everybody. We're almost there. So again, if you haven't heard of what the Endurance Lab is, it's actually a group you could actually join that will allow you to join a structured training session or a training block of 6 weeks with like-minded riders that are looking to get stronger, fitter, both on and off the bike. Excuse me?
Now we are going to run. Yo lo tenía y no sé cómo apretar el...
Yeah, I'll mute him for you. There you go.
That's Ian. What's Ian doing? All right, we're dropping low. So like I was saying, it's a 6-week block of structured training, curated by 6 coaches, designed to get you that base fitness, that pre-season fitness, allow you to get strong on and off the bike. There's going to be strength workouts that will be demonstrated by the coaches. They'll allow you to build that core, that strength, that allow you to have a long, healthy, successful season. Oh my gosh, 55 cadence is hard.
Yeah. Threshold's hard enough. I haven't done threshold for a long time.
Yeah. About 5 seconds. All right. All right. Last block here. Almost there. But yeah, if you haven't had a chance, check out the Endurance Lab, endurancelab.fit. You see a lot of our team riders and Team ODZ in there.
Do you do a lot of group workouts, or is it just kind of your own thing since it pulls your own?
Combination. So the coaches will actually be online. We'll be focusing in the group workouts on one workout throughout the week for the public and for lab riders to join in like this. So that way you'll have a chance through all different time zones to be able to jump in on a group workout.
Cool.
Yeah. All right, we're headed to cool down. Good job, everybody. So just to reiterate there, we will be doing group workouts. The coaches will be leading group workouts throughout the week, focusing on one of the structured workouts, just so that riders will have a chance. No limit on the second to last block. So what are they saying? Oh yeah, so
I think they're saying they're in ERG and there's a limit, or not sure.
Oh, I read it as being able to like spin up and go harder on the last two blocks above the zone.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was seeing too.
So a lot of times you'll finish this workout and you may not feel gutted. You may not feel completely drained, but the purpose of the workout is not to do that. It's to put in the fitness that you need to put on top of your other workouts of the week, your work off the bike. And so really important to make sure that you stay within those zones. Obviously, you could ride above these zones. Obviously, you could ride above these zones, but I don't think that they'll meet what we're trying to get as far as the training goal. So keep that in mind. You could go way over the threshold. You can go way over the limit on a lot of the blocks. But what will happen?
He's back.
He's back. I put him back.
Ian, we're muting you. Oh.
That's it. Why not? All right, just a couple minutes as we cool down. There was a comment that the cool down does look a little bit odd, not ramping down. But it's one of the limitations that we have from Training Peaks. As it ports over, we call Swift. It doesn't allow ramps, whether they be ramp up or ramp down. It only allows us blocks. So if we were to block it, it would go like 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. So either way, it's kind of pick your poison on the direction you want to go. But if you joined in here on our live stream, I want to thank you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your comments. Everybody who left questions, also thank you. If you have anything else, let us know. Check out endurancelab.fit. We're going 6 weeks starting December 1st. We're going to be focusing on off-season
11th.
Why do I keep saying the 6th? December 11th, and we're going 6 weeks. Excuse me, thank you for the correction. We're going 6 weeks focusing on our base season here, as well as off the bike training. So also check out Endurance Lab on Facebook. We've got lots of posts there. That's where this live stream's going. But yeah, we've got 5 minutes to cool down. I'm gonna go actually head off on this stream, and I'll finish the down here with everybody. We're gonna get ready for our next live stream, which will be in just a couple minutes. It'll most likely be a co-stream of Team ODZ Coffee. So you're gonna stay on the bike, stay on.
If you're looking at the Zwift event module, it's listed as ODZ Kafifi.
Yes, right. I'll
Or
put that
Kafet.
up.
Depends how you want to pronounce that.
Fifi.
I know some people have been lost looking for it before. Yep. Where's the coffee ride?
How do you spell it? C-O-F, what is it?
C-O-V.
C-O-V-F-E-F-E.
Pay attention to Twitter more often.
All right. Thanks again for joining in, and we'll see you guys on course. Right on.